we leverage as humans in any difficult situation? Well, the answer really, anatomically speaking, is the answer's probably going to come from your tongue, your thumbs, or your mind, or a mixture of the above.
Yeah, I like that. So let me see if I've got this straight. So with the tongue, communication, that might be a solution to a problem.
Yeah.
Thumbs, using tools or building a new tool?
Building and doing manual work.
Building stuff in the world.
Creating.
Yeah.
So the anatomy that we have lent into as a species are tongues, thumbs and minds. And if you think about pretty much anything humans have ever done and changed the world as significantly as we have, it's come as a result of that. And actually, if you combine some of these, so the language is very important in communicating to each other. But with the thumbs, you can actually write the language down as well. So I can communicate to you and then write something down that even after we're both dead, or recording a video, then maybe, should anyone watch this in the future, we're communicating with them as well.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, stuff that we read that's written down from so long ago, thousands of years, we really are the masters of time, aren't we? Carrying that knowledge on.
Surface of time, maybe. Time's pretty big, so I don't know, semantics. But maybe we have the ability to surf time pretty well, which is cool.
But I'm also thinking that we used to carry knowledge in rhymes, and that's why songs are so effective. So we just have a rhyming story, folk story, and that'd be knowledge before paper.
Yeah, absolutely. Mnemonics, ways of remembering things. Things that are important, and then rehearsed, and there's lots of old traditional ways of keeping that knowledge as intact as possible as it's passed down. But you need people, and the way we interact socially is that we have to communicate with someone, and we have to share ideas and intelligence with someone. And you might be able to build something with your own thumbs, but if you've got a group of people working together, then that's how you erect buildings. Which is pretty, the size of the buildings humans have erected over the few millennia. It's something that other creatures can't do yet.
Do you know? Well, I'm thinking now. So we think of stuff that starts in the imagination. That might be, I'm going to build a skyscraper, or engineering, something complicated to solve a problem, like a watch. So we think that starts in the imagination. But am I right in thinking that complexity of the tool handling with the thumbs and the complexity of language has kind of developed the other way. So to control those things, we've been able to, is the reason we have this imagination that can work in 3D or in complicated language.
It was almost like a chicken and the egg.
It's a chicken,
I'm not sure. It's very difficult to go back through. All we have, whenever you look at that kind of data, to say where did this come from, actually it's quite crude, because you're looking at the measurements of inside of skulls and then making assumptions from that the brain was therefore like this, so this is the structural changes that were, and then we're basing it on, there's just too many assumptions for me to strongly feel that we can say what came first. What's more likely is that they came about. There were people that were able to do both. People were able to do one or the other, and then in different environments, some things were selected for because it just worked better. And often, if you are able to do those complex things simultaneously, surely that would confer an advantage. Was I there? No. Do I definitely know? No. But this is my speculation, and it's important to stay what I'm speculating on the basis of.
Yeah, fair enough. But when it comes to sort of language, would you agree that sort of shapes our thoughts?
It's a fascinating topic. There'll be more videos on this.
Okay.
I love language, but yes, language shapes thought. Language shapes experience, thoughts, perception, and everything that if you change your language, you change the choices you have in the day. There's other videos that we've done about everything as an opportunity, and we might link that to here. And just by reframing, even if you do it tongue-in-cheek like I did for a while, joking and being sarcastic, like everything's an opportunity, just keep doing it enough, and suddenly your brain kind of clicks into looking at problems like, what is the opportunity here? And the language I felt the language made me change that perception. So language changes so much. And feeding back into what you said about collapsing the dream, collapsing the words, totally the same thing again. That you can, of course, language shapes thought and experience, because like with wine tasting, suddenly if someone's given it a title, you can now perceive it.
Yeah.
Or if someone's commenting on your emotion, actually it might put you more in touch with it.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking now about animals, how they convey emotion. I think they're conveying emotion like they're hurt or whatever. And we think they don't have a complexity to that. We don't know.
We don't know, it's tricky.
In some way, they might be conveying something more authentically than us trying to put together a clever poem about how we feel.
Yeah.
A wolf howling at the moon might be just like really nailing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, totally. What is... it's quite poetic, and it's something to behold, if only on videos. But what's interesting is that although I've started this by comparing us to other animals, that is a trap in itself. Yeah. Because animals do their thing, we do our thing. I guess I'm not saying that one is better than the other or one is more suited. I mean, you could argue that, okay, look how clever we are, we've got agriculture and we've got buildings and we've got the internet and all of these things. But actually, if you could just fly as simply as birds do in a V formation, and go to whichever part of the world suits you during the season, why would you? Yeah.
Or a bear that's just in the woods. Yeah. Like they don't need. They've got a fur coat. They can kill things. Yeah. They just nap for 3 months or whatever.
Exactly. There's this misunderstanding of some aspects of evolution. Of firstly, there's a misunderstanding of the term survival of the fittest. Fittest doesn't mean that you are physically fit. Yes. In that terminology, as I understand. Yeah. From what I understand, it's about genetic fitness. How many offspring do you have? So if you're fit in the environment, you are more likely to have genetic reproduction, and you have more offspring. So the fittest would be the most familially connected with the most numbers of either direct offspring or familial offspring.
So the DNA or the variant that fits the environment, and that is measured in how prolific they are.
So that is the fittest. Survival of the fittest is which genes are getting through most closely, and those are those arguments put forward from that perspective. And another thing that is misunderstood a bit is thinking that, we are more evolved because of buildings and cars and stuff. No, there's no more evolved. If you're here now, you're evolved because you're here now. And then the moment the species dies out, you weren't quite as evolved. Yeah. So whatever adaptation you have, if you're here at the moment, you're equally as evolved as everything else, plant, animal, mushroom, fungus, everything on the planet at the moment. And who's enjoying their time more, the migrating birds or us doom scrolling? It's to be argued, right? Who's cleverer?